Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. Want to talk about brakes because this week I had to service my truck. Yeah, I took a nice long weekend, and on the way back I heard a little squeal, and memory hit back from Dad going, hear the squeal? Got to start budgeting for brake pads on it because there's a steel indicator on many vehicles that lets you know you're getting down to the minimum on it. So I brought my vehicle in, and sure enough, the rear discs were down to the minimum thickness, and the pads were too. So we put brand new discs on my rear of my truck and pads, but oh my goodness, what a difference in braking. I left that place, and the first stop sign I came to, I had to go halfway on my foot pushing it down, and I'm going, wow, we should talk about this, about Harleys. Okay, so in your lifetime, you're going to replace your brake pads twice, 3 times, maybe even 4 times before you need to address this. But it's something that you should really keep in mind because it can get expensive, and I want you to budget for it. All right, so when you put brand new brake pads, I'm working on a 1997 Road King here. When you replace the brake pads, you put brand new ones in, you push the hydraulic puck back in, which forces fluid back up, and that's something you have to keep in mind, that if you're servicing your own motorcycle and you're topping off the master cylinder as the pads are wearing, and then you put brand new pads in, you have to take fluid out of the top because you're pushing all this fluid back up to accommodate the larger pads. And if you are completely full in the master cylinder, it's going to not have any room for expansion, and you're going to ruin a disc, pads, and everything else. So keep that in mind. If you're putting brand new pads in, check the level of your hydraulics. But let's get back to it, the subject I want to talk about. All right, so you push back your puck, and you put your brand new pads, and you put it on here. But as this is getting thinner and thinner, your brand new pads have to start further out to go on it. So when it gets to a point that this gets too thin and your brake pads are having to move so far out for it to connect here, you're losing some of your braking power. Each disc has on it how thick the minimum is. This is 0.180. All right, so I've got a micrometer. I put a micrometer on it, and it's showing 1.186. All right, so I've got some time. But it's something for you to keep in your mind, put a little budget money away. And that's really a good thing to do with all your vehicles. All right, every paycheck, put $5 away. Put something away on the side for maintenance, for something that might come up. Discs are getting expensive. We're talking over $100 for a disc, and you may want to put a fancier one on or whatever. So put a little bit money away, and when you check your pads and the thickness of those, check your thickness of your disc, because it will make a huge difference going back with a brand new disc, brand new pads. You're going to feel like, wow, I don't have to squeeze this as far as I need to. So you're doing your own services, or maybe you're putting your bike up for the winter time and you're looking it over going, I wonder what I'm going to need for the spring or something. Take a look at the thickness of your disc. Now, I use a micrometer. You can use a vernier. It's not as accurate, but it'll get you so close that you'll have an idea. Wow, man, I'm below the minimum on my discs. I really need to get that on the bike before I start riding the next season. Or, wow, I'm getting close. All right, instead of $5, I'm going to put $10 away for the budget, because this is going to be something that you're going to need. And as on this 97, you have 2 of them. And it's always advisable to do the same to both sides. Let's not just replace the left side and have a worn almost on the right side. Let's do them both together pads, and new fluid if you can. And wow, what a difference you're going to have. And it's going to be a whole lot safer next season. This little tech tip from Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. We'll see you next week.